Hi friends, welcome back to Al's Playworld, bringing some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Tassadar, because you know what, healing is sometimes overrated.
Mecha Tassadar online.
Welcome to the Garden of Terror. Enemy team Tassadar, Lunara, Leoric, Zool, and Kel'Thas. Friendly team Abathur, Zool, ETC, Li Ming, and of course Tassadar. We're going to go straight support this time, nothing fancy. I just think we're going to have a little bit of fun. With that in mind, the first talent we're going to be picking up is going to be Conjurer's Pursuit. We need a little bit of mana regen, so we'll do just that. Of course, our abilities are follow. Our trait is called Oracle. We press D, we greatly increase our vision radius, and allows us to detect enemy heroes that last for 5 seconds. That would be really cool if you have anybody who's stealthy. We don't, but that's still pretty awesome to see around bushes and whatnot. Our ability is called Dimensional Shift. Become invulnerable and fully invisible for 1.5 seconds. A great way to escape and juke enemies by just pretending you're going one way, pressing that, and then juking the other way can be quite effective. Our Adobe ability is called Psi Storm or Psionic Storm, if you want to go for the full technical term. And it does damage in an area over time, and we're going to use it for a lot of wave clear and doing the majority of our damage if we're going supporting. We don't want to be in the face, as they have between Zul, Leo, and Kel'Thas that can do a lot of damage if we bunch up. And of course, the Q ability, Plasma Shield. We grant a shield that absorbs damage over 5 seconds. It's 50% stronger when we cast another allied hero, and that's going to be the main use for our support. Of course, we're going to reveal the player here a little bit and try to do some damage to Zul. We're going to try to stay away from that really obnoxious scythe, because we want to try to take as little damage as possible. Of course, trying to push here a little bit. Zul is going to be a little bit outmatched. He does have a better wave push thanks to his skeletons, but we're going to be pretty even with the help of Abathur's hat there. It looks like our wave does survive the beginning, and now he's going to come back here and do the opposite, killing them. But of course, his skeleton's going to be a little bit soft on this side. Hopefully, we'll be able to maintain a good balance and not get ganked as anything begins to rotate here in a moment. My main target right now, of course, is to try to get that Regen Orb. The moment we grab it, we're going to turn our attention here to Zul and try to do as much poking damage as we can, shielding ourselves and doing damage to these guys, avoiding the scythe. Just trying to continue to poke. Abathur comes back. Finally, we get a little bit of assistance. We're not going to go too deeply, though, because, of course, we don't want to get taken down. But we definitely don't want these towers to take too much damage or lose too much ammo, so we do push that back. Let them waste the scythe. Throwing from the healing well. We're in a pretty good spot right now. So seeds are spawning, although we don't have our Oracle for another 20 seconds. We got to keep an eye on that. The enemy team engaging right there. I want to try to go for some seeds at the moment. I feel like these are free, and even though there's a big engagement, the friendly team should be able to get back into the safety of our fort without my assistance. So let's go ahead and try to speed this up. If we can get most of these little camps, it's going to be a pretty good boon for the friendly team as the game drags on. Of course, we do grab these, and we're going to pop that D to see where Zul is. It looks like he's heading to the bottom. Leoric chasing ETC, who's taking a lot of damage. It looks like ETC makes it back alive. Let's go ahead and shield Li Ming just in case, and trying to come in here, put a little bit of pressure on the lane. Zul taking a lot of damage. I don't have any way to support him right now. Let's go ahead and shield that ETC as he begins to engage right there. He's going to get imprisoned, but it looks like the enemy team not really following through with anything else. They're going to be able to retreat, although the enemy team are right now grabbing the little camp on the bottom right and the top right has managed to actually tie the score seats-wise, so we're going to be splitting them unless we go do something else, of course. It looks like ETC already engaging here. We're very low on mana. Got to keep an eye on that as we pick up a new talent. And the next thing we're going to grab is going to be Leeching Plasma. Target's basic attacks restore health, right? Is that what I just read? There we go. So whenever we have somebody queued and they begin to attack something, auto-attack something, going to get a little bit of healing back, and that's going to be essential because we are solo healing this as best we can tell. Of course, the enemy team going for that top terror. We go for this bottom one. We split it up, and now they just put a little Oracle right there. We'll kill it, and then I'll back away because, of course, I need to go home. Do we have a healing orb? Yes, we do. I'm going to pick that up and then just run out of here in a moment. Make sure I continue to stack those. They're very, very important as the game goes on, but I am going to back away to make sure I refill because this lane is severely pushed. In the middle lane, it looks like the friendly team dancing a little bit. They should be very cautious. The enemy team able to dive a little bit better at this point, and ETC using his abilities to engage. He's going to have a hard time coming back. Of course, we need somebody in the top lane. I'm going to head to the bottom lane to try to grab some experience. It looks like ETC already rotating. Zul getting poked out of the bush. But everything really tense for now. 0 kills to 0. Pretty even game at the 3-minute mark. Nobody has overextended enough to be picked up yet. Of course, we do have Kel'Thas down here. We're going to try to wait for his cooldowns. There they are. And the moment they're wasted, let's go ahead and go on him. We do get Gravity Lapse, but he does not have a Flame Strike or Living Bomb, so we're not worried about it. We're just going to walk away, make sure we grab that Healing Orb, and then maybe just tank these things here for a second, making sure our Storm deals as much damage as possible and that these towers are not being disturbed. So all in all, fairly simple laning phase. It looks like everybody's playing really meticulously, really cautiously. Nobody wants to be the first person to get taken out. On one hand, I am also solo Tassadar, and I feel like I can't really support my team that well now. Of course, we're going to wait for that to be done. The moment that's done, let's go ahead and jump in here. Shielding ourselves, we're waiting for the Gravity Lapse. That's not really coming. because he is saving his cooldowns for the minions. But the main thing for us right now is to shield the towers and stay alive. Even if we take a little bit of damage, we're getting pushed by Kelthos, mostly because we don't want to be too adventurous and head out there. We don't have any support in the form of Abathur Hat or anything like that. The next song we're going to pick up at level 7 is going to be Kala's Embrace. Half of the expired shields are retained. This doesn't stack indefinitely, sadly, but it's really, really useful for you to be able to give people a little bit of padding, and then if you're not being super optimal with your heals, it's not like you're wasting it, because of course they are going to get a little bit of shielding remaining, and that's going to give them 1 or 2 licks more of health. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. We're going to wait for the living bombs to explode on us, maybe shield this second one. The main thing is we don't want to do damage to the tower, so running away was not at all necessary. In the middle lane, it looks like a big engagement right there. Leoric with a great Q, slowing both of them down. Zul and Li Ming forced back. They do a little bit of damage, but he's proving out to be way too strong. Of course, here in the middle lane, yet again, we're waiting for Kelthos to do his move. We're going to come in here in a moment. Let's make sure we grab these, and as soon as we grab that, let's go ahead and press that E to make sure we don't explode and back away. The enemy team, pretty dominant, even though we're relatively even, mostly because of the spread, the way they're doing their lanes. It looks like they're pushing really thoroughly in the top lane. ETC having trouble. I'm having trouble down here in the middle lane, even though we have the best pusher in our team and Li Ming. We're really not able to capitalize on that. The enemy team pretty safe behind their own stuff. Let's go ahead and engage right here. Trying to push this guy back again. Our healing orbs are a super huge priority for me at the moment, because as you can see right there on the bottom left, I only have 11. If I can get that to 20, I'm going to have a lot of sustain, and that's going to be pretty good for when the team fights start. It looks like we are spawning in a couple seconds the seats here, so let's relocate ourselves to the middle lane so we can grab some stuff. It looks like Sul already in position up there with Tassadar. Gonna begin to try to push. We'll just clear this out for the moment to make sure we get that healing orb and get this lane shoving the right way, but we definitely want to get in position right now for these seeds to make sure we grab both little camps. The enemy team gonna grab a terror, definitely, as are we, but it's more a matter of who's gonna be better prepared to engage and grab the next terror after this. I am gonna press D right here. We do see that there's 2 members of the enemy team, so no way we're gonna go fight for that. Maybe go to the top lane. Of course, Zul running into Lunara there in the middle. Does get taken down. Good prison, but there's no follow-up. I'm gonna try to make it over here. We will queue him. We need to try to make sure he gets away safely, but the friendly team nowhere to be found. I am gonna try this one more region orb, make sure I grab it, and then walking away from here. The enemy team already at the bottom lane, I think, pushing. I don't know what that's supposed to be signaling, but we're supposed to grab some of these seats and try to make sure we get an advantage in the next terror. If not, we're going to be pretty even and in a really bad spot, because the enemy team has proven to have a much better pushing comp than ours. So let's go ahead and grab a Heroic. I've been thinking about it. I think Force Wall is going to give us a little bit more bang for our buck, because we do have ETC who's going to be able to make up some good plays, and if we can help him out with that, our positioning should be enough to set up Li Ming and Zul for enough damage, hopefully, to pick up a kill or two. So let's go ahead and press that D, make sure we see where the enemy team is going. We do see that the Wisp is down here with us. Our Terror already getting pushed out there. We're not protecting this middle forward, which is a little bit of an issue. So I might have to rotate that way to try to stop that, as we're getting free damage right here. This seed is doing a lot of work, and we're really not responding in kind. I am going to try to shield that and just try to sustain the damage a little bit and making sure this Terror gets nerfed a little bit. However, the enemy team splitting seats with us as they were trying to defend. It looks like we're going 50-50. I am going to throw a storm right here and one more shield, trying to make sure this tower doesn't get destroyed. This fort, sorry. Oh my goodness, Li Ming getting attacked there. Great little push here by the enemy Liara. Let's go ahead and shield him in. He's going to take a lot of damage while we shield our other friend. It looks like that second wall there was the enemy Tassadar. So I was going to say, like, what did I do? I forgot that they also had one. We are going to lose the bottom fort in all likelihood. The friendly team not rotating nearly fast enough. But now here we go, ETC and myself trying to get maybe even a kill here on whoever the target is when they come out of this terror. We do have our wall set up. We're going to take a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and get on this side. Here comes the wall. And we are going to catch him right there in the corner. But we need to press E. We did lag out a little bit, managing to get out of the way here in the last second. It looks like our friendly Zul going way too deep. He's going to get taken down. Li Ming comes here on the top. But really, is this going to be enough? We're going to try to split people up, but it's a little too much damage. I don't really know if we can actually make this happen. The friendly ETC going super hard. Let's go ahead and wall people behind him, shielding him as well, trying to get him out. I'm going to be forced to press E yet again to make sure I can get out. ETC with a great little dive through on that power slide. It looks like all of us are going to get away, leaving very low on health, but the fort goes down sadly. And now it looks like this Leoric waiting for the opportune moment, although we are going to shield him behind so he can't get to our friends. It looks like all of us are going to make it safely, Li Ming with a great little juke and then port back. We do lose the fort, but we're still level 12 to level 12. One kill to 2. We have 13,000 healing done. Of course, 21,000 damage for the friendly Li Ming, 22,000, almost 23,000 for the enemy Lunara. pretty even game so far. Abathur doing a good job of counter pushing there on the top lane, and now we're gonna get back to business. Maybe grab some camps and counter push on the bottom lane. Definitely trying to get a fort within the next couple minutes, because if not, we're going to get quite out of hand pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and help ETC push that. The moment that's done, jumping in here on Zul, who actually cast... I don't know why he did that. Let's go ahead and actually trap the enemy Tassadar. Oh, he pressed his E at the last second. And now we're going to try to get away from that Leo who gets taken down. We do grab the Mercs. Now it's time to grab these Mercs as well. I am going to shield our friendly Zul and throw out a little bit more damage there. So we pick up another talent. At this point, we're going to grab, I think, Prescience. Automatically activate our E at low health. So now we're going to get 2 of them, actually. If we time it right, we can pump it before that pops and then pump it again, which means we can run away pretty much from anything if we're being cautious. So pretty good setup for the friendly team for now. It looks like we're going to try to shove here this middle lane. We take a lot of damage from the Flame Circle unnecessarily, but the main thing I want to do is put a little bit of pressure here on these guys. It looks like everybody's trying to rotate for that kill on Nara. They should be able to pick her up, but I am going to go anyway. Here comes the prison. It looks like it is going to land right there, and we're going to do a lot of damage. Go ahead and make sure we jump on this side. She does try to get away. Let's press the D so we can see where she's going. She tries to go the other way, but Abathur doing a good job of poking her. Of course, ETC with an incredible precision. Little block there. We do pick up the kill. Of course, here comes the enemy Tassadar. Can we get to him? I actually missed the wall, sadly. To make sure we were shielding Li Ming, because she is the most important target. Of course, Tassadar doing a really big misplay right there. However, ETC not capitalizing on it, but the friendly Soul makes him pay dearly. Although Tassadar does try to get away there. Here comes the Auric. He's going to take a lot of damage. Can I get a shield here on the friendly team? Let's go ahead and split these guys up. Trying to get these guys out of position. It looks like ETC taking a lot of damage. I'm going to continue to follow him to shield him, and he gets away. He's still alive. The friendly team doing a really good job of holding this line and making sure we continue to punish the enemy team. Let's go ahead and press that T. Make sure we know where we're going. Of course, Leo in a bad spot as he overextends. He doesn't really have an escape anymore. Oh, Li Ming getting taken down there. Great little mosh pit, but of course, a great little interruption there as well from the enemy team. We do throw out yet another plasma shield, and now the friendly team trying to run away here. For the moment, let's go ahead and trap the enemy Liaric right there for a second. It looks like we do pick up a kill at the end. However, our friendly Zul going super deep. Can we get another shield on him? It looks like we can. And for now, we won the exchange. Time to walk away and get some seats, although ETC continuing to be super aggressive. And of course, remember, let's go ahead and just put a trap there. I'm going to press E so we can get away. It looks like we were going to be forced to go back the other way as this Tassadar chasing really aggressively. We do pop that D to make sure we see where we're going. However, Lunara taking down the enemy, the friendly Zul, and we're completely out of mana, so we got to back away from here. I'm actually just going to go home. ETC saying as well. The enemy team getting the upper hand on the seats there for a second. 5 kills to 4. 31,000 damage for Li Ming. Of course, 28,000 damage for Lunara. And this is a little bit of a bad play right here for Li Ming. Can she get away from this? As the Auric is going to begin to drain her health. She is unable to steal any seats. Is forced to go back. The enemy team grabbing that first terror. We're going to try to go for the bottom camps. If we can grab both those bottom camps and fight for the middle golem, we'll still be tied for seats. However, the enemy team doing a good job of showing up here at the last second and letting us know what's what. Of course, ETC in a good spot. We're going to try to get close to him, popping that Oracle so we see them coming the moment they hit in here. This way, let's go ahead and pop that wall. He's going to be trapped for a second. We're going to do a little bit of damage, but the main thing is just delaying them so that the friendly team can grab the rest of those seats. We do secure the next golem. Let's go ahead and shield our Li Ming and back away. This is not really a good fight. At level 16, we're going to grab... what are we going to grab? Oh, we need to go here and save Li Ming, although this is not looking great. As we're going to shield these guys away, trying to put a little bit of damage right here. Okay, do we have enough health? No, we don't have enough mana, sorry. And now I'm going to save that one for Zul, I think, as he's going to continue to chase here. I'm trying to babysit him, but this is not looking great for the friendly team. So we're going to wall behind him, and we're going to walk away with ETC as well at the last second. The next time we're going to be picking up, okay, is going to be Dimensional Warp, because we movement speed and gain health while using our E ability. That also activates when we use our... when that procs are automatically at low health. So it's going to be pretty good. We're going to be able to get us back into the fight a little bit more sustained, coupled with our mana region, which is now 24 globes. We're going to be doing pretty well. However, the enemy team doing a good job distracting here in the top lane. We're going to lose that fort, and they grabbed enough seats for another terror while they grab that bottom golem. So it's looking pretty bad for the friendly team. We definitely need to make a play. We need to defend this keep and then make sure we get some damage done with a terror at the same time. The enemy team might just come in here and defend. Let's go ahead and engage as aggressively as we can. It looks like the terror is going to wait a couple seconds. We are going to get in the inside and begin to do damage to this thing as fast as possible to make sure that we don't take too much damage from the towers. But of course, our Psystorm was already out of commission, and the friendly Li Ming already turned into a little plant person. Could not help us out. Now we're going to rotate to the bottom lane and keep playing whack-a-mole with this thing, making sure we kill that as fast as possible, because the more we can delay here, the more damage our Terror will likely do. But it is getting chased. It is relatively low on health. The enemy Terror about to go down. We're not going to be able to grab it. It is going to escape. It looks like we're trying to prevent that precisely, going really deep into the bush, see if we can grab a kill. But the enemy team already rotating here for the help, and it looks like we're not going to be able to make it. However, we do shield our Zool. We're trying to get in here, do a little bit of damage. Our Terror rotating with 37 seconds remaining. They can drop one more seed on the top. Maybe we can get a kill or two here. Li Ming with a good amount of damage. She is going to get hit in the face, though. We do try to shield her out, but unable to. And it looks like the Pyroblast does a lot of damage. Doesn't get the kill. She should walk away if she can. Let's go ahead and press that D to make sure we see where the enemy team is coming. It looks like they're rotating to the top. Maybe we pick up a kill on the fort. It looks like we do. And now they're going to go for that Terror kill. And we're going to do our best to be in a good position to help them out. So the main thing we're going to do is just try to evade here. And then press that D to make sure that Leo doesn't see where we are. We just run away. ETC gets away scot-free. We do the damage. And we're back in here. However, the enemy team has another Terror. And it looks like ETC is not going to help me grab these guys. All right. I should continue to engage him. It looks like Li Ming is coming this way, so might as well just stay here and make sure we cap these. At the very least, have a little bit of counter pressure. If the enemy Terror comes to the top lane, he might just kill them, but at the very least, this will be something if we're forced to defend in the middle and bottom lane. All right, let's go ahead and rally here with ETC, see what we can do. The enemy Leoric, the enemy Tassadar are pushing aggressively here in the middle lane, and it looks like the enemy team's going to march down, right down the middle, trying to take our fort down. I'm going to begin to put a little bit of preemptive cues here on these people. Can we get a mosh pit? It looks like the mosh pit is going to come down. It doesn't quite come right away. We do take a lot of damage, so let's go ahead and put a shield behind our friends as we press the E just to get away. However, our friendly team taking a lot of damage. They're both polymorph as they're trying to move away, but the enemy team doesn't really capitalize on any of those. We definitely need to keep rotating and get ourselves on top of this Terror, making sure we're getting the plant as fast as possible. Also keeping an eye on the minimap, because remember, the enemy team is rotating as well, trying to push in the middle. So it's a really, really good split push. And they're putting us in the back foot here in the defensive. But so far, so good. We're holding on. It looks like Avatar doing a good job of counter pushing on the bottom lane. The top lane has Giants. So we're looking really pretty for now. Let's go ahead and pop that E so we don't get polymorph. And continue to do a little bit of shielding there on Li Ming, as I think she's the one who needs it the most at the moment. We do finally defend this bottom lane. It looks like the rotation is pretty severe. Zool getting into trouble here. Let's go ahead and shield him out. He's going to get away, no problem, though. And now the enemy team are really not getting much out of this Terror at all. So we're actually doing a pretty good job. It looks like they're going to try to walk away. Finally, the last little bit of damage going down there. Avatar jumping on that Zool. Let's go ahead and Q him again. And we're going to shield him. We're going to wall him right there, but we do know he can get away. It looks like the enemy Tassadar are doing precisely the same. And now we pretty much traded evenly. It's time to try to get back on top of the game by grabbing some seeds. Let's go ahead and head down there. It's 5 kills to 6. Pretty even stuff right now. 46,000 damage for the friendly Li Ming. 36,000 damage for the enemy Lunara. And it's going to come down to the next team fight, it looks like. Pretty exciting game so far, even though my voice might not be betrayed because I'm a little bit tired. But we're going to try to grab the most seeds we can. And then as soon as this is done, try to rotate to the top lane, of course, to defend the other Terror against the enemy team. But will we be able to wipe them out? It looks like they're going to grab them all by the time we get there, so this is just going to be an even trade. We won't have enough for the Terror. By 1, actually. Can we get there in time? My goodness. I don't think we can. I don't have Oracle for another 12 seconds. This is a little bit risky. I'm going to try to go this way. It looks like the enemy team just making it right there. Tons of damage coming out. Did they leave a single seat behind? It looks like they didn't. I am going to press that E to try to get away. It looks like Lunara going aggressively against me. So you press the D. Can we get in there in time? We cannot. And we're going to take a lot of damage. Lunara is going to probably kill us. We do have our thing about the proc. There we go. And we're able to run away. However, the enemy team doing a really good job of wiping up, mopping up the rest of the friendly team. Zool going super aggressively against the enemy Zool. But the enemy team going to probably go there in a second. It looks like they do catch him up. Oh, there's the prison. He does get away. Takes a lot of damage. That was the ghost Zool. Never mind. That's Avatar clone. Our actual Zool's been dead for a long time. So there's no issues there. 99 seeds to 100. The enemy team gets another Terror. And now I'm going to be forced to defend here all by myself. And let's go right. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be increased range and duration on the wall, making it a little bit easier to land. We haven't really had any good ones this particular matchup, so maybe we can get something going. Abby doing an excellent job of continuing to push this bottom lane. If he keeps doing that or moves to the top, we're going to have a little bit of a chance because he's actually taking a lot of pressure off of us. Right now, we only have to defend the Terror, and that is not that big a deal when you have the other lanes pushed by your friendly Avatar. So we're going to come in here and be as aggressive as we can. Let's go and throw up a little bit of a bubble right there, and then try to kill this thing as fast as possible so that we get these towers back on top of us, helping us out. We're going to save some of that shielding for the keep. as we definitely want to make sure these things still standing. Catapults are going to be the bane of us in this game. It is pretty close, but the enemy team definitely with a better map awareness and control. And for now, let's go ahead and do precisely that. As you see, doing a good job of disrupting the Terra there. He's not really getting a lot of damage off, but he is getting enough little chips away to the point where this is going to be a problem. Of course, the friendly still getting taken down there. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage as we wall these guys behind us and we try to get out of the way. Oh my goodness, ETC and Li Ming both get caught in that polymorph. Let's go ahead and try to shield this Zul as he begins to go aggressively there in the back. Great little engagement. We pick up a kill. And can we get another wall right there, forcing Zul to go through the bottom? This should be a kill, although great polymorph of the Terror picks up a lot of damage. We're taking a lot of damage ourselves, but we know we're going to be able to pop that E. So we just focus our ability on queuing Li Ming, making sure she's staying alive. We do lose a key finally, but the Terror gonna go down relatively soon. Go with a big wall right there on Li Ming. On Lunar. She's gonna take a lot of damage. Did the person come out? It looks like it did not. And ETC gets taken down on the bottom lane there. I did not actually see what happened to him. It might have been my fault, but I was sort of super occupied trying to do damage to everything and keeping these keeps alive. Of course, we finally take down the enemy Terror. Leoric's gonna get away with a little bit of Wraith Walk, and for now, we're just gonna go back home and make sure we get a little bit of mana because the enemy team completely devastating us in that push. They get a Geep. And we barely managed to stay in the game. 7 kills to 10, 56,000 damage for Li Ming. We have 46,000 healing done compared to his Tassadar's. The other enemy Tassadar's 52,000. Of course, 48,000 damage for the enemy Lunar as well. So this is a little bit of an issue. We're going to try to do our best to get back in this game. The main thing we need to do now is make sure we control this top lane a little bit. Abathar's doing a good job of pushing, but if he's forced to go up there to just balance that out, we're going to lose that advantage. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Of course, we do see Tassadar down there trying to be cute, so now myself and Li Ming, we're going to get near him. We're going to press that D button just to make sure they're not grabbing these bottom mercs and just keep an eye on where they are. If we continue to push this middle lane, this would be quite alright. We can probably wall this guy in right here. Yeah, there we go. It looks like he actually got away with it. There it is. He takes a little bit of damage. Li Ming finally realizing where he came from. Good wall in the end. We actually pop him twice, but he gets away, and at the very least, we warn him that he shouldn't be here. Of course, we do have the enemy Lunar right here. We don't want to go too aggressive, so let's go ahead and press that immediately. And a little bit of damage right there. Let's go ahead and wall these guys, separate them to make sure they're taking a lot of free damage from those mages. But we have no follow-through, no way to go deeper. And this is probably not a great idea since we don't have a tank on us right now. ETC currently inside the Terror. We desperately want to get some seeds, but this is not a good battle for us to fight. So maybe go to the top lane and grab those. That'd be good. Zul taking a lot of damage. Will I be able to save him? No way, no how. We're going to try to wall these guys in. We do finally. Li Ming jumping in, doing a lot of damage, but Tassadar gets away. Let's go ahead and press that D, see if we can catch him. But we're taking a lot of damage from Lunar, so press that E, trying to go away the other way. It looks like we're going to be able to make it up here. If I could save that clone and give it a little bit of health, it should be able to do a little bit more damage, which is what we want to do. But so far, the enemy team doing a great job of sort of holding back and making sure they're alive. We do finally pick up the middle fort. It looks like our Terror pushing aggressively in the top keep. And so far, so good for the friendly team. We're actually doing pretty well with this Terror. Now it's the time to capitalize. Come in here, grab some seats, and try to get back into this game. The main thing is to deny them to the enemy team. So not so much us grabbing a Terror, but making sure our Terror pushes and making sure they don't get these seeds because we can't really afford to lose another keep. And so far, it looks like we're doing quite alright. Of course, the enemy team about to push back on the other side. Let's go ahead and back away. As long as we're fighting this guy near where I am, it's not a big deal. And of course, with the help of Li Ming right there, we should theoretically be able to kill this thing quite easily, as we're going to grab some seeds right here and then continue to keep it just in place. As she's going to be going there and arcaning for days, doing a lot of damage. Although I don't know if actually does more damage than her rotation would do. I feel like her arcane orbs is so significant that we might be better off that way. Let's go ahead and continue to grab seeds. Remember, the enemy team might head in here in a second, so if I can continue to grab them, we're going to deny them. If we actually let them for last, it might dive in and steal them, and that would be a problem. We do grab a significant amount of seeds. Now it's time to go contest that bottom one as well. The enemy team already there, we see in the minimap. Zul, can we get to it? 7 kills to 11. Here we go. Big play. This is do or die at the moment. We do have an Oracle. We're going in a couple seconds. We're going to pop it right now. The enemy team just now getting that kill. It looks like ETC with an incredible mosh pit. Let's go ahead and wall these guys in. We do pick up a lot of damage right there, trying to keep this guy alive. We get almost deleted instantly. It's going to begin to engage right there, but the friendly Li Ming unable to do enough damage. It looks like the focus going right there on the wrong target. It was a little bit of an issue as Leoric makes it alive. Tassadar alive as well. Ooh, so we went from a really close to a potential loss right here. Let's go ahead and shield these guys out. And at the one point, trying to save Zul right there. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going really aggressively, and I don't know if we should, as we're trying to poke, but the enemy team with a pretty good spot to just turn around and trap us all in, take us out. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Maybe go back home for a moment, make sure I top off and grab a little bit of health. Although Zul running into trouble again, will he be into... Let's go ahead and press that D to make sure we see where everybody's coming. We will shield them out and then try to do a little bit of damage to these guys before we go home. I am just going to press E to make sure this Lunara does not chase me. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're going to try to trap these guys, separate them. Zul getting into a lot of trouble back there. He's going to get taken down. Man, oh man. It looks like this is probably going to be a loss for the friendly team. Not much else to do here. Tassadar continues to chase. We're going to try to continue to shield this little lady. And then can we get a good wall right here? No, it does not look like we can. We can do a little bit of damage. And here we go. I'm going to press that E immediately, trying to get away. We might get polymorphed. We're just trying to run away at the moment. Avatar doing a good job supporting us. Here comes ETC. And now we have a little bit of a chance to try to fight these guys. But of course, we're going to just continue back away all the way to keep. The top lane already pushed severely. Abby trying to do his best to defend there. Here comes the Pyroblast. Never landed, luckily. So now we're going to try to do our best to come in here and shield wall these guys outside as we take a lot of damage and get polymorph on top of that. Waiting a couple seconds to go ahead and shield up that clone, see if he can dive in and do something. But of course, ETC taking a lot of damage as well. We're going to try to keep ourselves alive as the enemy team doing a really, really great job of poking. We're going to lose another keep in the middle lane. And here comes the core push. It is time for us to do something. Do or die. It looks like it's definitely the latter as the enemy team is pushing really aggressively here. ETC about to go down. We land a shield on him. He looks like he might be able to get away. We actually shield Lunara away with a good wall, but the enemy team is pushing severely. I continue to throw walls up here and healing on top of the core. One more shield. Will it make a difference? I don't think so, as the enemy team doing a really great job of pushing severely right there. We will wall right there, and another wall. And the mosh pit was bad, but thankfully it's over. The enemy team winning 13 kills to 8. My name is Al. You can't win them all. I hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry for the low energy, but I just was not feeling it today. But still, you guys deserve a video. I love you. And I'll see you all next time.